You are live.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Can We Chat Here? My name is Sheila Abram, and I want to welcome you to this wonderful live stream. And I am being joined by my co-host, Miss
Jones from New York City. Well, not New York City, from New York.
I'm getting ready to log on my Facebook, Maxine, so that we can.
That's right. Yeah, we got to share. We
can monitor the comments that are happening, which means I have to turn my phone down.
That's what I just said. Okay. Well, welcome, Facebook friends and family, to Can We Chat Here? And as we say every week, Can We Chat Here is about our goals, our dreams, our stories, and our journeys. And each week, it is our goal to bring value with the topics that we share with you. And tonight's topic is how to capitalize on the launch. When you're launching your business or launching an event or whatever you're launching, how to capitalize on it.
And one thing that we thought of, and we talked to Mr. Ty Best, and he, of course, is going to be joining us because he has over 30 years of experience with launches.
Absolutely.
With launching new products, launching his own business, network marketing business, and just what creates a frenzy in a launch. That's so exciting, Maxine. So
it is.
How do you feel, like even with Carrot Bars, how do you feel with Carrot Bars, the various different promotions, the launches we've had? How do you feel about that?
It's exciting because what I feel about Carrot Bars, there's never a dull moment. It's not boring whatsoever. And there's always a sense of excitement. It's what's around the corner. What's the new thing? What are we going to be doing next? And engaging everyone, engaging the whole team, engaging your customers, and utilizing the tools that we have. We have all kinds of tools like the power call. We have our leadership. We have the presentations. There's always something that's being shared that when there's something new, we could grab that and just utilize all the tools that we have to get that excitement and get that momentum going.
Sorry, Maxine. One of the things that I found from being involved with Carrot Bars International since 2014, I was it launched in 2011. So 2014, I was 3 years late to the game. It still was like a launch. And, we're in 2018 right now. And we can walk into a room. I do a lot of business networking. I network with a lot of different business owners. I still can walk into a room, and when they say, well, what do you do? And I just probably say, I'm a gold acquisition specialist. I help people sign up for gold bullion savings accounts, and then they say, oh, really? And I say, yes, with Carrot Bars International. They have no clue.
They never heard of it.
No clue. So it still feels like we're in this launch phase with Carrot Bars because we are still new and the market isn't saturated. But I do know with the launch of Carrot Bank. Now, with this launch, I feel like for the first time, I have been in on the ground floor with this launch.
Finally.
That is so exciting.
Ground floor. Let me tell you, Facebook friends and family, it is difficult for us to get sleep. All of us who are in Carrot Bars, and we're launching the cryptocurrency with Carrot Bank coin with the token, we are having difficulty sleeping because it is just so exciting. There is so much going on, and we are in on the ground floor for the very first time. And so the excitement is just immense.
Especially if you were at the wonderful Freedom Celebration in Las Vegas. That's actually where Mr. Harold Seitz announced it to all of us affiliates, So we're sitting in the audience, and when he announced it, he had his PowerPoint presentation going. And he says, you know, he opened up another company, a sister company to Carrot Bars called Carrot Bank, and it's going to have a cryptocurrency. And I'm sitting at the table and I'm like, what did he say?
What?
Did he say cryptocurrency? You know? And it took actually more than a minute
for it to sink in,
wrap our heads around. Wow, because he's telling us on stage, I'm going to reward you. We're going to reward the people for saving in cash gold or buying certain business packages.
Right.
They get cash gold given to them. And I tell you, I thought, you know, initially when it's something brand new that you're unfamiliar with it, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like that.
That was my thoughts too.
I was like,
my thoughts were like, I don't know anything about cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the frenzy is all about. Why are there so many of them? And it's just like, you know, I'm just staying with my goal.
You know, and my whole thing is, there's something else I got to learn now. You know, but I tell you, it has been, you know, effortless. Yes, it takes time, but the beautiful thing when the company that you're involved with is doing the launch of a new product line, or in our case, the launch of a sister company. It still keeps it all in the family.
Absolutely.
We still have the same wonderful corporate support. You know, we are so comfortable with our CEO and founder, Mr. Harold Seitz, with just how he is one of the most fair company owners that I've ever known. You know,
I totally agree.
Our cash gold, when you initially would buy the cash gold, you know, it's in smaller amounts, the tenth of a gram. And for you on Facebook, you're going to learn this. The tenth of a gram used to cost about €7 and maybe 83 cents, just under 10 US dollars. Now, 10 of them makes 1 gram. So in essence, you were paying more for when you get it in the, you know, one at a time than if you were just to get the 1 gram. But and rightfully so, because I would always give the example, look, every time you go smaller,
it's going to cost you a little
more. Like let's say it's cheaper to get a gallon of milk than to buy a whole bunch of little pints. Because when you buy a whole bunch of little pints that make a gallon,
it's going to cost you more. Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, bottom line, if you're at lunch, although I don't drink milk, you know,
neither do I.
But if you're at lunch and you're getting milk, you're not buying a whole gallon for lunch.
That big gallon.
You're getting the small amount. Well, the same with gold. It's understandable. The smaller you go, in essence, the more you're going to pay. Because in reality, the best denomination is the huge bar of gold. But who has like $55,000, $60,000 for that? So
and
yes, we pay more.
You're going to carry it around with you?
But what Harold Seitz did, which just shocked me, he went in and reduced the price of the tenth of a gram cash gold so that it matches the 1 gram cash gold. He did not have to do it. It was absolutely not overpriced with the security and counterfeiting proof features that the cash gold has. You know, it's in my purse over there. I was going to just show it. See, mine is in my purse over there. But he didn't have to, but he wanted to. Because of the launch of the new company, he wanted people getting more so that they could get free tokens. Because for those of you that may not know, with this beautiful launch, whenever you acquire any of our cash gold products, you are going to be given free tokens.
Free tokens, yep.
For saving in gold. You know, where else can you get that? So that makes it like the tokens are free, so there's no risk. For the first time, there's no risk involved, you know, and I love that. And I think what I love about this new launch is I feel like, for one, I'm on the ground floor of a brand new business.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go back, I'm reaching back to people that I first signed up in 2014. And they're like, wait a minute, you got what? Because you got something exciting to reach back to them on. You know, what are some of the things you're seeing, Maxine, with this?
What I like is the fact that you with the circling back, that you are bringing something new.
Yeah.
And, we always talk about, dripping on the person, especially the so-called blue dots, or those who didn't get engaged in the beginning, but you're bringing them something new. And Dr. Dennis said something the other day. He said, gold, freedom, or cryptocurrency. You choose whichever one that you want. So there is something there for everyone. And I'm finding that when, especially with the millennials, they know cryptocurrency and they love cryptocurrency. From my age and my era, this is all new to me. I'm learning it and I'm getting just as excited as they are, but they know cryptocurrency. So you're bringing something for their level, and they are snatching it up. They are grabbing it. They're saying, oh yeah, I understand this. This is for me. And I like the fact that, Mr. Harold Sides, he's such a genius. He's such a visionary. He's always thinking ahead. That's the exciting part too, because even with this, we don't know around the corner what he's going to be doing next. Exactly. But he has a heart for people. We have looked in this man's eyes face to face, and he wants to help people. He wants people to be out of debt. He wants them to be free. So that's a big part of this as well, because that's exciting, because this is a vehicle to get people free. Mm-hmm. This is absolutely a vehicle to do that. So I'm just excited to just go out and share it, and just say, listen, we have something new, something exciting.
Exactly. Yeah. And the beautiful thing with it, with the process of getting the free tokens, we're actually teaching people to save in gold, which is what we have been preaching now for me. It'll be 4 years in just another month and a half. Mm-hmm. And it just didn't click with them. So the funny thing is, when my business partners, I'm reaching back, getting them signed up. I mean, they're already signed up, but they either want business packages to get the free tokens, or they're just heading straight for actual cash gold.
Cash gold, yeah.
One of the first things I tell them, Maxine, once they get their cash gold, because I tell everybody, look, with this, you want to have a goal amount. How much do you want in your account, in your e-wallet, by the time we go live? You need to set a goal. And then we talk about how many purchases will you need to make to get those free tokens. When they make that purchase, Maxine, the very first thing I tell them is, congratulations, you are a gold saver.
Absolutely.
And I said, do you see how easy that is? You're a gold saver now. And I get them to celebrate the fact that wait a minute, I did what?
I did what? Yeah. I'm saying gold. I have gold. Yeah.
It still doesn't click to them, even though we say when you acquire cash gold, when you just transfer your declining dollar into cash gold, you're going to get these free tokens. All they hear is free tokens.
Yeah.
That's all they hear.
They don't realize they actually have cash gold.
Yes.
So it definitely is a win-win situation.
Yes, it truly is.
You know what, Sheila, too? You've created, they have a plan of action.
Yeah.
They have a plan. They have a goal to reach for. You're actually training them or showing them how to save in gold, but you're making them think, okay, by this particular time, this is the amount that I want to have. This is what I need to do. So you're causing them to be consistently also saving in gold to reach that goal for the free tokens.
And you want to know what else is going to happen? Like after 4 years with some of my business partners, and you know who you are if you're on this live stream. 4 years, you had your account. Wait a minute. You've had your account, and what do you tell me? No, I can't save in gold. No, you know what? I just can't do it right now. Those very same people
they jump.
mega cash flow.
Sheila, they jumped. It's like, you know, everything they're going in get
for their tokens, and then they're telling me, okay, but guess what? Look, by the end of this week, I'm getting some more. Because what they see is when they make their purchase, instantly on the back office.
See it right away. That's the good thing. I like that.
Instantly.
Right on your dashboard.
You see 1,000 tokens.
That's what's gratifying. Right. It is. Because
I had a wonderful business.
Instant gratification. Yeah.
Wonderful business partner that he's had an account for 3.5 years, hadn't done anything. Just yesterday, he now has over 3,000 tokens.
Oh.
Okay.
3,000. You lit a fire under him.
And the beautiful thing with as in different promotions and launches, that with this one, there is like a deadline. When we say a deadline, we're set to go live, everybody, around April 1st.
Yeah.
We're set to this coin. There he is.
There he is.
Token will turn into a coin, and now we're live. So people have a sense of urgency with this launch.
Yeah.
And that sense of urgency is, oh my God, how many do I need to get by April? Okay, I'm going to do this, and this.
Yeah.
So I can have it done by April. And I love that. There he is, Mr. Tyrone.
There he is. Good evening, Mr. Tyrone Best.
Good evening. Good evening.
What we were talking about, Mr. Best, is the excitement that's created in a launch. And why is it that launches just create this buzz, this excitement?
Frenzy. Yeah.
Yeah, frenzy amongst affiliates and people we're sharing it with.
That was actually the very first thing I was going to say.
Oh, good.
I'm telling you, so the time was right, perfect. The time was perfect. You ladies, thank you very much for holding the fort. I mean, I've been running all day long, but let me tell you, this is exactly what I was going to talk. I said, what's exciting with the launch? It's new. Yeah. We like new things. We like being first. We like being there. We want to be on the inside of something that's new. We want to be the first ones to tell our friends. We want to be the first ones to see the newest movie, the first one to find the greatest restaurant. We want to be first.
Yeah.
Okay, now in the business world, they call this first mover's advantage anyway. And so now we've been here for a while with Carrot Bars International, but now what's being launched is Carrot Bank. Okay, with the Carrot Bank token / coin. And so it's new, it's exciting, and people like being new. That's why it's important, it's incumbent upon you to, let me slow down.
Breathe.
I'm telling you.
It's like a freight train going.
To get back with all the folks that you've been talking to, those who've been in the business for a while, man, forget about what they think they know. I just saw a partner out a while ago. I said, man, let me tell you something. I said, shh. This gold business is exploding, man. He said, what? 3 years ago, he wasn't interested. Yeah. I said, this gold business is exploding. I said, you know what's exploding? What? I said, you heard of cryptocurrency, right? He says, that like that stuff like Bitcoin? So I said, well, yeah, similar. He said, yeah. He said, but I've been hearing about that. I said, well, we just launched a brand new coin, ground floor, just got launched on February 1st, and people have lost their mind. He said, really? And he said, and you still got the gold price? I said, well, it's the same. It's a company, parent company, and sort of a sister company. Okay, they're working sort of side by side together, but learning how to ride this wave of excitement. He said, man, you got to tell me more. He gave me his phone and said, man, send me the information. You know I'm going to send him the Mike Delco video. I don't send anything, but look. So anyway, let's get back on point. Answer your question. People like new.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. And they want to be first. And then, by the way, let me explain something too. People have this misnomer, this misconception about our business. They think if they get in first, they're going to make all the money. And I'm just telling, look, can we have a truthful talk for a minute? That's just not true. If you get in first, you take action, you can make a lot of money. If you get in first, you take like knowledge is power. Only applied knowledge is power. So now for those who are here now, for those who've been in Carrot Bars for the last few years, for those here when Carrot Bank launched with this new token on February 1st, man, it's great. But only if you do what? Apply this information. It doesn't do anything if you know about it, but you don't take any steps to take advantage of the situation, to capitalize on the situation, capitalize on the launch. It's just the information. I know a lot of folks right now who know about it, but they are not capitalizing on it. Then I know some who are completely capitalized on it. And look, the biggest thing that keeps most people from capitalizing on a new opportunity, and I know you've heard me say this before, is what? Their past. Their past just in the way.
Yeah.
And they won't let go. They say, well, I tried this, or I tried that, or I've been there before. I've heard this before, especially for those old dogs like me who've been around, you know, you're 60 years old, you've been here for 34 years, and somebody said, we got this, a new pony in the race. There's something new going on, and your mind just has a tough time. And I was talking to a gentleman this afternoon, Dr. Sergio Roselle, and if you want to call Dr. Roselle, good afternoon, and he can reiterate this conversation. I said, I feel blessed that I'm in Karatbars. I feel lucky that I'm in Karatbars. If people understood how many opportunities come across my desk on a weekly basis, that people either offer me money, offer me deals, asking me to get in. You got to look at this time. You got to look at that. And most of I don't even give them 30 seconds. And the fact that I stopped and actually took a serious look at Karatbars, and the fact that I've been here now for 4+ years, with my 30+ years experience, my wife for her 30+ years experience, that should say something to somebody that's looking. Okay. And now I can't even, and then to attach myself to a gentleman like Mr. Harold Sykes, who has a vision, as Mr. Daniel Higgins says like in the meeting, his vision is so big that it incorporates the vision of so many other people. The dreams of his family's dreams or incorporated. His dream is big enough to hold his family's dreams. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a big deal, folks. You have to contemplate that. Go home and think about that for a minute. Can you find a leader whose dream is big enough to hold your dreams?
Wow. That's amazing.
It's huge. And every time we think we got Karatbars figured out, here come Harold, twist, boom, pow, whoa. And then we say, okay, we're rolling again. We're just rolling down the road. And then we say, okay. And then here come Harold Sykes again, throwing another one at us. And then yesterday he threw something else at us. And we're going, okay, Harold, look, man, we just trying to keep up, Harold. We're trying to keep up. And look, and when I say throwing something else, for those who listen for the first time, I mean throwing more money, more benefits, more reason to succeed, more reason to do this. Mm-hmm. So now, that's why people are so excited about a launch, because it's new. And in fact, they're the first ones to get to tell their friends and family, even if there's no benefit. I mean, there are people who ran around and talked about the Black Panther movie. You think they'd invested in it. You know what I'm saying? You think, I mean, hey, man, you got to go see that thing. Ooh, you think they had money on the table.
They didn't need any commercials for that.
Right. Okay. See, we promote anyway anything we like. So anyway.
Mr. Best, well, when you just said promote, you made me think of something. But what are some of the tools that we could use as far as, promoting or launching? What are some of the tools would you say we should be using?
Well, see, I believe, first things first, we fundamentally have not changed what we're doing. We're still sending people to the realmoney.info because the fundamental foundation of what we're doing is Karatbars International. Now, the Karat Bank token /coin will drive people into Karatbars International. Why? Because all we're doing is riding that cryptocurrency wave, and it's driving more and more people into Karatbars. That's your fundamental. I love the cryptocurrency. I love what it's going to do. I love the potential of it, but it's still potential.
Right.
Okay. I know what's happened the last 4 years. That Karatbars International has paid commissions for the last 4 years, 5 times a month to people all over the world. That I know. I don't really know what cryptocurrency is going to do. Now, I'm expecting and hoping for the best. I expect nothing but positive things. I believe it's going to create millionaires all over this world. But still, the most important thing is I got gold, baby. Okay. No matter what happens, I got gold. Every chance I get, I'm getting gold. Okay, because gold has outperformed everything in the long haul. But sometimes you need something to capture people's attention. And right now, that's cryptocurrency and Karat Bank token and coin. I have no idea what Mr. Harold Sykes may come up with next. Or we may ride this wave of excitement for the next 6 months or the next 5 years. I have no idea. But I know this, for those who take action now, forget their past and capitalize on this thing. Well, how do you capitalize on it? Number one, he said, I'm taking action. I'm going to clear the calendar. Now, I know I done said this so many times the past year, clear the calendar, clear the calendar. I'm always talking about clear the calendar. Okay, but sometimes I guess I got to say, I mean it more so now than any other time. I mean, I believe you should have cleared the calendar 4 years ago to make room for carrot bars. But everybody's different. But this is a very unique situation we have our hands on right now. This is so unique in every way. My heart goes out to folks who might miss it. Not just the cryptocurrency and the token, but they're going to miss the opportunity to expand their network by hundreds, if not tens of thousands of people over the next 12 months because of the excitement behind the Carrot Bank token and coin. They just go miss, or maybe because they've been in carrot bars for 6 months, or they've been in carrot bars for 2 years, and they base their future on what they've done in the last 12 months, or they base their future on what they've done in the last 25 years of their life. And I'm saying the biggest challenge we all have is we got to let that nonsense go, create a bigger dream and a bigger horizon, a bigger vision for ourselves. We got to let it go. Yeah. We got to let what we think we can do go and start imagining. Okay. Harold Sykes got me thinking about buying a Gulfstream again. Now, I didn't even know I'd lost the dream. See, sometimes you don't even know you've lost your dream until a bigger dream shows up, until a bigger dreamer shows up and you go, I lost my dream. I didn't even realize. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, you sit there and say, oh, I dreamed of having a Gulfstream. And then you start to rationalize, well, really, I don't really need that. Nobody needs a Gulfstream. You can fly commercial. Nobody needs 3 Mercedes in the driveway. Nobody really needs a 5,000 square foot home with a pool in the backyard. Nobody needs a 20,000 square foot home.
What's a Gulfstream?
A jet.
Jet.
Your own private jet.
I didn't know he liked playing golf.
No, a Gulfstream.
It's a jet.
Gulfstream
It's a jet plane.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, your own private jet. The seat 8 to 12 people. Okay, fly transcontinental, fly all over the world.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, no more security.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Got your own plane.
But you know,
I tell people, I look back 20 years ago. I said, man, I've arrived. I'm flying first class everywhere, all over. I'm flying first class all over the world. I'm 40 years old. I'm free. I'm flying first class. I'm sitting in first class having a good time. I look out the window one day. I said, what's going on over there? Thinking to myself, that's a private jet. I watched the limo pull up to the private jet. I watched this couple get out the limo. Nobody asked for security. Nobody checked. Said, if you want to bring a bomb on your own plane, that's up to you. Nobody asked. I said, dog, just when I think I've made it, I looked out.
You thought you arrived, huh?
Right. Okay. Or at least you don't want to fly. Just get your own private helicopter for little short trips, like from here to DC and fly. Can you imagine you got your own private helicopter? I can hop up in the morning, 9 o'clock, go to DC, leave there, fly back home. You know, got your own helicopter pad in the backyard. You know, people say that joker, he lost his man. He got his own helicopter pad in the backyard.
You know what?
How about your own airstrip in your backyard? John Travolta got one.
Yeah, he sure does.
He's a pilot.
He flies on private in his backyard.
Kenneth Copeland has one. He's a pilot.
You know, one of the things that Mr. Best, I said before you got on with, circling back now, people, the blue dots, and actually some of them have business packages, just didn't do anything. Once they make their purchase of cash gold, the very first thing I tell them is, congratulations, you're now a gold saver. I still focus on that.
That's right.
You're now a gold, you're part of the 1% right now. And then I show them in their dashboard where their free tokens are. Right. But the first thing I let them know is and then they kind of look like, I'm a what? It's and it letting them know how easy it is that they can pay themselves first in gold when they really want to.
That's right.
When they really want to. So then now we're talking about you're going out, revisiting everybody, telling them about this wonderful new launch.
Mm-hmm.
And then the process is to now plug them into the current system that we have, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
But if you notice how much transactions have gone up.
Yes.
I mean, transactions, we've doubled transactions already.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Double transactions this month, and the month still got what, 14, 15 days to go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so Mr. Harold Sykes is a genius in a way and created this rad and this cryptocurrency wave, folks. But so we have these calls to say, how do you take advantage of this launch? You got to go into full action mode. You got to go back to those folks who are blue dots. Don't drag it out for 2 months going back to them. Get it over with in 3-4 days. Call them back, text them back, email them back. Just get them and say, look, something new's going on. You need to call me. Something new is happening. You got to call me. Something new is going on. You got to call me. We're just launching a brand new sister company. Whatever words you got to say to get their attention. I like what Dr. Steigerwald said. They 3 words: gold, freedom, and cryptocurrency. Those like buzzwords.
Which one appeals to you? Mm-hmm.
Yep, gold, free. You can say gold and gold, freedom, cryptocurrency.
Gold
and the hottest word in the marketplace in the financial community right now is cryptocurrency. Mm-hmm. Y'all can't pick up her phone without there being something up there about some cryptocurrency every single time she touch her phone. Mm-hmm. Some news, some went up, some went down. Somebody lost 400 million. Somebody made 400 million. I mean, it's something there every single day. So all we're doing is capturing, is riding on the imagination of the public worldwide. And we got a proven track record, though. Yeah. So like we're experimenting. We got a proven track record. We got a company that's 7 years old that got some serious credibility from MasterCard to Federal Express from the Vatican, to a 7-year history of paying out millions of dollars in commissions, to a proven gold that's the best gold money can buy. I mean, I don't know what to say. We got it all. We got it going on. I believe all roads lead to Karatbars. All roads. I don't care how much money somebody's making in any other program. All roads lead to Karatbars. Okay.
You know what's so great too? Enrollment and sign up is so easy. I was talking to a young lady yesterday who did sign up, but when she was interested really in the cryptocurrency and the cash gold, and she asked me, well, what do I have to pay? What do I have to do to enroll in this? And I just said simply, our enrollment is free. She said, what? I said, it's free. It's free to enroll. And once you become an affiliate, because it's only available to affiliates in the United States, I said, and you do your KYC documents, you're good to go. And she just thought she had to pay something. So that's a big plus for Karatbars International, that our enrollment is just simply free.
You notice how difficult sometimes it is to convince people? That Val and I was talking about this on Saturday, that out of all the things we've done in 34 years, there's no got-yous here. So there's no got-yous. I mean, we created 3 companies, no got-yous. Everything's up front. Just what it is. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. But every other company we've been in always got these got-yous. You get in, and then, 2 weeks later, you go, they didn't tell me this. They didn't tell me that. They didn't tell me this. I'm on the phone with this doctor last night, helping her get started right in Atlanta, Georgia. And that was, I wouldn't say it was a big question, but she's waiting for the got-you. I said, so what you just said, it's free to get in. Well, okay. Well, how do you make money? Well, you pick these packages. Which package you pick? Any one you want? Okay, well, what's the penalty if I don't pick a package? So they're going to drop me to no, you just pick a package, upgrade when you want to. Once you get a package, you at that status, that position forever till you get the next package, till you want to get another package. But if you want to start at the top of the compensation plan, pick the VIP package right away. I mean, she just went around. She said, wait a minute now. Oh, and when I finished explaining, she says, I said, this is the simplest wealth building program you will ever encounter in your lifetime. I don't know how to make it any simpler. And then we have a multi-million-dollar software package that does the rest. All a person got to do is make up their mind that they're going to take full advantage of this thing. And how you take full advantage, tell everybody you know. That's all. I didn't say convince. I didn't say sign up. I didn't say sell a package. I didn't say sell them gold. I didn't say make them K-Exchange experts. I said tell everybody, share with everybody you know, and let them decide. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If they want to get involved. That's a part of the launch store. You got one chance to launch your business. Mm-hmm. And then you can have multiple situations pop up, but you launch your own, you just got started last week or last weekend. You got one chance for a fast start. People ask, how did Mr. Mike Delco get so much momentum? What an incredible story. I mean, Michael Delco stirs. I got involved in 103 days. I was able to walk away from a mortgage banker managing 3 branches at Wells Fargo. That right there, that stir will pay him millions of dollars for the next 10 years. Okay, because he took an action and got a fast start. Mm-hmm. That's a fast story. Okay. Now I couldn't create a story like that. Number one, I was already free. Mm-hmm. And ran out, you know. And then if I call somebody and say I made some money, they go, so what? You always make money and stuff. So what? You know? so I had to create some stories around me. What a story. What a story. Mr. Dr. Steinwall story. Yes, ma'am.
You said clear your calendar and take massive action. So I'm sure that's probably what Mr. Delco did. Cleared his calendar and took massive action.
But see, that's a hard.
You got to be committed now. You got to be committed.
But when you ask a person to clear their calendar,
mm-hmm. so many things come up, Mr. Best.
And sometimes they don't know what that means, and you tell them, and they got to decide if they want to do it or not.
Yeah,
I got a buddy of mine. He's a semi-professional bowler. I know I'm stepping on some toes. We all got our hobbies we like to do. My hobby is wealth building. You know what I do for fun? Wealth building.
I like that.
You know what I do to have a good time? Wealth building.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I do with my free time? Wealth building.
Wealth building.
You know, I mean, that's just me. But I understand. I've come to respect the fact that everybody's not like that. Somebody, you know, some people want to have a good time. But this is what I have learned, guys. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You're going to pay the price now, or you're going to pay the price later. But you will pay the price. You're going to pay the price for financial success, or you're going to pay the price for failure. But you will pay a price. Because at some point, you're going to realize, oh, when I was in my 20s and 30s, partying, having a good time, maybe I should have been working. Mm-hmm. Okay? Especially when you find yourself at 55 or 60 years old, and it's winter time, and you don't feel like getting out of bed, and Arthur's calling your name. Okay? Arthur saying, I don't feel like getting up. You say, Arthur, we're not going to eat. Now, which one we're going to do, Arthur? We're going to eat, or we're going to be in pain? Okay? Or these very sensitive, caring people in Washington talking about cutting people's Social Security. I don't care who you are. How does it cross your mind as that's a good concept, the idea? You take old folks, you're going to cut their Medicare, cut their Social Security benefits, and they barely making it as it is. They barely making it as it is. How do you in good conscience? Oh, I'm getting political. How do you in good conscience do that?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
how indeed.
You're going to pay. Well, they talking right there, the state of Georgia.
Yeah, that's
last week. They talking about cutting the benefits for all civil workers, civil service workers in the state of Georgia. When they turn 60, cut all their medical benefits off. How you do that?
How do you do that?
Okay.
How do they qualify for now? Because now they've got pre-existing conditions.
Wait.
That's a catch-22.
You know how that goes when you have a pre-existing condition.
Look, you ain't got to tell me. They don't even want to talk to you. Benefits comes on, health benefits, insurance comes on to talk to you. What do you got going on? Look,
that's what healthy people.
I shared some. I blow your mind on that one. You 61, 62 years old, you go apply for a job now. Do you don't even want to do a complete physical on you because they don't even want your medical condition. Mm-hmm. They want to know that you can do that little mediocre job they got.
Exactly.
Okay. Because they know if they hire you for $25,000 a year, but you get sick, it's gonna cost them $200,000 a year. I mean, man, you don't understand. And so what Mr. Harold Sykes has done and laid out for the average person to take control of their life, you understand, all a person got to do now is save them some cash gold.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And they could mess around and have them forget rich. See, I hate to talk about, all that's there, rich and becoming a multi-millionaire, all that's there. But I know for a fact, the average person, man, all they need is an extra 10, 20 grand a year coming in, or find themselves with a windfall of extra $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year. And they good to go because they're not going to go buy a new house and a Rolls Royce and a Bentley. They're not going to do all that kind of stuff. Your priority shift. You become 60 years old. You know what you want: a nice TV, a good meal. Okay, I mean, some things shift. Some priority shifts on you, 65, 70 years old. I mean, it's great to travel and do all that kind of stuff, but the reality of the matter is you don't have that same kind of energy. You can sit there with your spouse. Yes. You said, we're going to go on a cruise. You go, we could go on a cruise and we could rent some videos and go out and eat and come out home and take a nap.
I just want to stay home.
Young folk, I know we talk about, but young. So I'm not even talking about you ladies. I'm talking about me. Okay, and my wife. We like, but see, we did all that stuff. I mean, our honeymoon was in Europe at 24 years old. I mean, we traveled the whole world. She was a flight, so we did all that stuff. So the cruise, we did that stuff. So I get it when somebody, want to experience it for the first time. So I respect that. But at the same time, I'm saying some of this stuff at 60, 65 years old, you either can't afford to do, or you physically not in a position to even do them if you wanted to do them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, health-wise, yeah.
That's true. And so it behooves people to when you see a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity like what we have our hands on, man, this is not a time to play. When we say clear your calendar, Miss Maxine Jones, what do people mean? They still got bowling on the calendar. I mean, I took time off and went to the movies last week. I think it's the first movie I might have seen in a year. I'm not sure. Sheila probably can tell me, but I can tell her. But I think I went and saw something about a year and a half ago. Yeah, and I'm free.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Right.
Oh, Tomorrowland was the last movie you went to see.
Right. That's 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
That was last year. That was last year.
No, Tomorrowland was 2 years ago.
2 years? Oh my God.
Tomorrowland. Right. Yeah.
Wow.
And the primary reason I went last week because my sons were going, and I'm sitting there saying, Tyrone, you're free. Go to the movie with your boys. Go to the movie with your boys. And we went to the movies, man, and we sat there, wasn't nobody, because it's Tuesday night, because everybody go to work. So there's nobody really at the movie theater on a Monday night, I think it was. Nobody there. So we went to the movie theater, and, we saw the movie, and, we had a good time, ate $40 worth of popcorn, and, I just had a good time raising nets and
he's like,
all that stuff. Had a good time, but I'm just telling you, but I see people, think about it. Ain't gonna let you. I want to preach on that. Clear your calendar.
Yeah.
All that stuff that folks do for fun. I might know people talk about they don't have any money, but every Friday, Saturday night, Sunday night, Friday night they at the movies, Saturday night they at the party, they at the club somewhere. Mm-hmm. Okay, they playing.
And
or they invested in stuff like cruises and vacations and cars and wheels and tennis shoes. This just happened. This true story. This happened last week. I'm talking to a young guy last Saturday? Anyway, one day last week. I'm too old to keep all these dates. And we sitting there, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. We talk about, building wealth. And I said to him, I said, look at you, man. He said, what? I said, you're 24, 25 years old. He said, no, I'm 26 years old. I said, okay, fantastic. I said, look at me now. Look at me. He said, what? I said, I got on a $60 pair of tennis shoes, $17 pair of sweatpants from Walmart somewhere, $17 little shirt like this on. I said, a little $5 t-shirt probably from Walmart, a baseball cap. I said, you got on about $500-600 with gear, $400 tennis shoes, $100 jeans. I said, man, you got some serious gear on. He said, yeah, man, I got my gear. I said, now where you going on Monday? He said, I got to go to work. I said, I'll be at home sleep.
There you go.
I said, I've been at home sleep for 20-some years. I said, now don't get upset. I'm trying to make a point. You're young. If you can discipline yourself now, you can put yourself in a position next 2 or 3 years where you never, ever have to work for anybody else. And wait a minute, and then you can buy all the stuff you want. Mm-hmm. Your priorities might shift. You may not want to buy. I mean, I can go buy all that goofy gear I want to, but I'd rather have the money. I'd rather have the gold. I'd rather have the token.
Yeah, exactly.
When you were talking, I was thinking about when you said what he had on and the value of it. I was thinking, that's a lot of carrot bars. That's a lot of cash gold. Ooh. That's a lot of tokens.
Right.
Come on.
You know what? To kind of wrap it up, Mr. Best, wouldn't you say with this launch of Carrot Bank and the tokens, this is one of those, and this is what we tell everybody. You don't want not one person to say, why didn't you tell me about this? You want to be able to say, I did tell you about it. You just didn't take action. I mean, this is almost like Microsoft. It's like, why didn't you tell me about Microsoft? You know, why did you tell me about, we're telling you now. So, but in order to be able to say that to our friends, family, and loved ones, we actually have to clear our calendar and tell them.
But Ms. Abram, but you said something there. But see, we didn't have a chance to be at the table at Facebook.
No.
Or at Microsoft.
Nope.
Or the launch of IBM. Or the launch of Apple. Or we weren't at the table. We didn't have we didn't know there was a table to be at. Okay. We was going back and forth to work. Mr. Harold Stites has given us a table. It's a banquet and saying, step up to the table, grab all you want. It's on you. It's your call. Here it is. It's a level playing field. It's free to get in. See, I don't have any money. Free to get in. Can I make money from the previous? Yes, you can. Okay. And Ms. Abrams said it best. You want everybody. You don't want anybody calling you back. You want to say, hey, man, I emailed you. I text you. I called you. I invited you out. I tried to show you the big picture. I sent you letters. I drove by your house. I did everything because I love you. I did everything I could. And to a stranger, you might not do all those kind of things. But to your brother, sister, loved ones, friends, man, you're doing everything you can to let them know you got a gold mine in your backyard. And you hope and pray to God they see it. But if they don't see it, there isn't anything you can do to get them to see it if they don't see it. But you don't ever want them to come back and say, they look up and they see 12 months now, 24 months from now, 3 years now, and you're a mega millionaire, and they're going, man, you should have told me. No, I did tell you.
I'm not telling them I'm a millionaire. I'm going to make a millionaire.
She said, I'm not telling them I'm a millionaire.
I'm not telling them my money business.
Right.
You know, when you become a millionaire, how all those relatives come out of the corner.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, folks. I'll tell you a little secret. You don't have to tell them. Other people will tell them for you.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm telling you right now, you don't have to. I ran into a guy I hadn't seen in 40-some years since high school. This was last Friday at Sam's. I'm going in. He's coming out. He said, hey, you Best, right? Because I knew he knew me from high school and playing sports. He said, you Best, right? I said, yeah. He said, man, I ain't seen you since 1972. I said, well, I'm glad you recognized me, man, because I barely recognized myself. We had a good laugh about it. He said, yeah, man, I heard you became a millionaire in that pyramid stuff. I just shook my head. And look, I just shook my head and said, I said, man, people say all kinds of things, man. Well, you look like I said, yeah, I do. I do well. He's okay. Well, look, man, he didn't ask me he didn't ask me anything about it. What I'm doing. The people will tell people what you're doing. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. Just be you.
Yeah.
Okay. And just keep sharing the word. And it's amazing. But I'm gonna tell you the positive side too. You're gonna be able to help so many folks. I mean, one of the greatest joys of your life gonna be when you find yourself in a situation where you're on the other side of money, and you can actually do some things with people that you love and you care about, and you can actually do some things for them, man. That because and you can't save everybody, but the fact that you're in a position to do a few things for a few people, especially those who still got parents who are alive and nieces and nephews you want to take care of and stuff like that. I mean, we're in a position right now. I mean, really, we could, in this organization, Wealth Builders Worldwide, we could have 1,000 millionaires plus.
Yeah.
In this organization, we could have 10,000 millionaires because, again, now we're worldwide. We're not talking about just in the U.S. We could have 10,000 millionaires in this program in the next 2-3 years. In one organization. Is that big? Is that big? Is that powerful? Mr. Harold Stites put together. Okay, so I don't know what time it is, Ms. Abram, but I'm just talking.
We keep can we chat here in under an hour? So to wrap up, would you say to capitalize on the launch, the most important thing to do is what? Clear your calendar and get to work.
Clear your calendar, text, email, post every chance you look. I don't care. Look, I know they say don't drive and post. When I get to a stoplight, I don't try to drive and do it. That is too dangerous. Yeah. And I'm not just saying that for a commercial. Yeah. I believe that it is too dangerous because you get caught up. Okay. Yeah. But when that red light hit, I go.
yeah.
I'm calling. I'm texting. Miss Abram, no, I'm on the phone. Most of my work is done when I leave the house.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been on the phone all day since Mr. Delco woke me up at 9 o'clock this morning. I woke up at 5. Then he called me back again. He called me at 9 o'clock and woke me up. I've been awake ever since. I've been calling folks all day, alerting folks. Most of the folks who call, they don't know anything about the new promotion we got going on. They don't quite understand what we got. I said, look, keep it simple. Go back there and save all the cash gold you can. It's as simple as that. We'll explain the rest to you later. They go, what? I said, that's all you got to do. Trust.
Yeah.
Trust the system, what we're doing. Okay? Clear your calendar. Get rid of all that nonsense, man. And tell the bowling league you'll see them in the spring. You'll see them next spring.
Yeah.
Tell the summer softball league you'll see them next spring.
Yeah.
Tell your little kids you love them. I know they're playing softball and they want you at every game. Say, Dad's working on your future. I can't be at every softball game this year for you. I love you. Now you going out there and you play your softball, but Dad can't be at every game this spring for you. Dad got something else he doing. He working on your future. He working on your legacy. Okay? And you will appreciate that when you're 18 years old. Okay, and you find yourself in a position where you don't have to go out there and work at McDonald's and flip hamburgers for a living.
That's
okay?
the truth.
You may not appreciate that. You 12 years old whining because you missed your baseball game. I'm stepping on toes.
And you're building a legacy. And you're building a legacy.
See, sometimes folks need to be talked to like this. Get people to understand what we're doing with our life. I'm going to end it with this, and I'm going to be quiet because that's why I keep saying, Esther Scott told me this, Tyrone, keep talking. I said, Esther, I feel so bad to talk because I'm so fired up. I know I step on toes, and I don't mean to. I'm just trying to share some truth with folks. I heard a statement one time that said this. It said that urgent is seldom important, and the important is seldom urgent. I had to rewind the cassette. It said the urgent is seldom important, and the important is seldom urgent. Most people spend their life doing the urgent. Okay, I got to get ready for Friday night because this is coming up Friday night. Or I got to get ready for 2 weeks because the birthday party's coming up. Or I got to get ready for this. And they constantly, and next thing you know, 30 years have gone by where they've taken care of the urgent, but they have not done the important. The important, building legacy for their kids. Planning for your retirement is important. It's not important that you start saving $100 a month. You 22 years old. Okay, it's not even urgent, but it's vitally important. Okay, to help build your retirement. Vitally important. Okay, it's not urgent you tell somebody about Caraboss every single day, but I would say it's vitally important, but it's not necessarily urgent because you don't notice. Okay, like the person that's building a business, they work and finally get 50 people on their team and say, man, it took me 6 months to do it. Then they work, another 6 months go by, they finally got 200 and just feel like they haven't done anything. But the second year, the 200 goes to 1,000. And they're starting to look better. You go, this is interesting. But it was not urgent. I mean, I tell somebody we have 30,000 with our team right now. And they say, yeah, you happy, you smiling, you laughing. I said, but I started just like you did. I got a phone call, sponsored my wife, sponsored my son. I said, well, let's go see who wants to do this. And 90% of people in our Caraboss team right now, I did not know 4 years ago. Maybe 95%. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, you know, I'm cranked up. I'm the wrong guy to talk to. Good evening. Thank you very much for inviting me on this call. I'm gonna be quiet.
To talk to, because you get people fired up and you get making them aware of what they need to do.
So we were looking at for next week, showing the importance of a home-based business again, or the tax advantages
of a
home-based business, because people are starting to file their taxes now. So we were thinking about that, Mr. Best, unless you feel there's, another topic that you really, feel that we need right now.
Doing.
Yeah, let's think about that. I'm gonna tell you why. Two reasons. The how do I say this? The people who are conscious of filing, the people who understand the importance of a home-based business, they know it. Those folks who really need this message, they filed their taxes back in January because they dying for a refund. You understand what I'm saying? They dying for a refund. They can't wait to get a refund. So they ran the H&R Block, whoever they ran to, and sent their taxes out because they want their $800 back or they $1,200 back right away. They haven't got the message. So you're not talking to them. You're talking to entrepreneurs who already got the message. So I would say we could wait off on them and stay focused on focus. Get your attitude up. Somebody asked me, how do you keep your attitude up, Tyra? I said, listen to CDs every single day. Invest in books. Read 5-10 minutes in the book. Put some audio. This input thing, you got to constantly feeding yourself in order to keep yourself going. It is not by accident you stay cranked up. Okay? And so I would say we pick another topic like building depth or work with people or find up your team, anything other than some administrative thing. That's just me.
All right. You know what? Normally we announce the topic for next week, but what we're going to do, Miss Jones, why don't we throw out some, because I love that whole how to keep your attitude up while running your...
That's what I was thinking of, Sheila. I like the attitude
how you
part.
keep your attitude up. I thought, no, that sounds good.
As Mr. Best always tells us, attitude is everything.
Yeah.
Attitude is the biggest part of success.
We're not doing brain surgery, right? It's not difficult what we're doing. You said
I like that.
Earlier, save goal.
Tell
a lot of people. That's pretty much the business.
Yep. Well, and
so
there's
a lot of cash goal.
What stops people from doing that, Ms. Jones? That attitude. I mean, I feel you, man. When your friends and family and relatives beat you up and you're talking to folks and they can't see what you're doing and you're trying to get business off the ground. They won't even support you by buying a gram of gold, or they won't sign them for free. And they say, call me back when you get rich. You got to deal with all that kind of stuff. You out there struggling, in the light bill calling you, the water bill calling you, and you're eating ramen noodles, and you're going through all that kind of stuff. And then the car break down, and then the boss is about to fire you any day now because you right here talking about you're going to be free. I can make you free tomorrow.
Attitude makes it happen. I got mine.
Oh, God.
This CD right here, Mr. Ty Best.
Mr. Tyrone Best.
Attitude makes it happen.
Yep.
That's a great CD, everybody. If you have not heard Attitude Makes It Happen,
your
attitude makes it happen.
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing on the reference to that?
Crunked up.
Look, that CD is only 22 years old.
Wow.
And by the way, it's helped to build $3 million companies. And people ask me these questions all the time. I'm gonna get off this because this is a whole nother subject matter. People always asking me, see, people like the recruiting CDs and like those kind of things, but they don't understand the personal development stuff. That's why I love what Mr. Harold Sykes got back there now with the personal development stuff he's starting to add to the system. Because once we start getting that personal development message coming from the CEO like we got going on right now, let me tell you something, folks, it's going to be powerful. We're going to change the world. I mean, in a big way, because I believe that's so important to what we're doing is getting this thing right. And that comes from not just hearing a recruiting seat, not just being on a power call, but you got to be feeding yourself when I'm not around. Okay. I don't want a system that stops because Ty Best gone, everything falls apart. You want a system where it just keeps perpetuating and keeps growing and keeps growing and keeps growing and keeps growing and keeps growing. How did that happen? Because you got a whole personal development system out there, process out there that people can plug into with or without me, with or without Ms. Abram, with or without Ms. Maxine Jones, with or without Mr. Delco, with or without Harold Sykes. We don't want a business that has something happen to Harold Sykes and the business is over.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want a personality-driven business as much as you want a system-driven business. All these personalities are a part of it, but you want a system, and so you want people to hear everything. Some attitude makes it happen. Want to hear Mr. Harold Sykes. They want to hear some Shirley Gober. They want to hear all these different personalities and speakers and people all across the world. Okay, and that develops the people that help build the business. And I'm gonna be quiet.
So now we're going to close it out. But for those of you that have not heard Attitude Makes It Happen, you can log on to wealthbuildersworldwide.net. Now, Facebook friends and family, you must be a Carrot Bars affiliate to have access to this website. Get back to the person that's sharing this in their live stream. Attitude Makes It Happen is available for download for free on the website. You want to download it. You want to hear it. There's even another one, earn $100,000 a year from home. There's so many things here that we're not going to, because see, we could go into a whole nother episode of Can We Chat Here? I just wanted to let everybody
up again.
I just wanted to let everybody know where they can get it. So Miss Maxine Jones, can you close that?
Yes. Look what he's doing. He's trying to stop us.
Stop it, Tyler. Can you close us out?
Thank you so much, Facebook family and friends, for coming into the chat room. And our special guest, Mr. Tyrone Best, we thank you all the time. He's our mentor, our leader, our visionary. We appreciate him so much. And Miss Valerie Best, we are the better because you came, sir. So, that is the absolute truth. And, Facebook friends, if you want a topic to be discussed, you can make your suggestions by putting it at canwechathere.info. And we'll take a look at it and see, whether we could bring it in the chat room. But it's been our pleasure to have you here again on Monday night at 9:00. So we will be back next week. And we'll be talking about attitudes because that's what makes it happen.
You have anything to close us out with, Mr. Ty Best? We know you do.
Yeah, come on. Don't even try it.
Okay.
Don't talk about
no. That's what I got to do because now I'm so full.
Okay.
I've never seen any. I'm truly, guys, in my 34 years, I've never seen such a simple thing for a person to do to literally change their life. I mean, that I can write down for a person, here's a simpler formula to becoming a millionaire in carry bars. And anybody can do it. And I can look up in the eye with confidence and say, you can do this. Mm-hmm. No. You can do this. Watch this. Here's 3 little simple steps to this, this, and this, and you can be a millionaire in carry bars. Okay, I've never ready to say that I can say that here with confidence. Okay.
I love it.
This is unprecedented what we have our hands on. Mm-hmm. And so God bless folks.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
you guys. Thank you guys for having me.
Make a lot of money.
That's right.
All right.
There you go.
Next week.
Good night.